Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys Secret Base figure preview video. Now before we begin, I do have to say a huge thank you as always to Ryan Kirkwood for going out in person and snapping these gorgeous high-res pictures. Show Ryan some love in the comments below, cause without him, this series quite literally wouldn't be possible. Now, if you are looking to pre-order life-size Baby Groot from Disney Plus's I Am Groot, the link for that is down in the description below for toyswonderland.com. They do have installment plans and a points-based reward system. Now, just like the actual show, I'll try and keep this preview video relatively short and sweet. Now, there are two different versions of the life-size Baby Groot. There's a deluxe and a standard. Now, unfortunately, back in the day when the first version of life-size Baby Groot came out, I skipped. I said, I don't need this, where is this going to go in the collection? But ever since then, I've regretted that decision, so thank you Hot Toys for kinda doing a reissue, but then again, it does bring a lot new to the table, so I'd probably call it more of a 2.0 than a reissue, but you may be thinking based on this picture, whoa, it's a lot of Groots. And yeah, it is, but in the set, you only get one main body. You do get multiple different attachments and accessories, and that's what Hot Toys are trying to show here. You don't get 4 or 5 Groots in the one set. As I said, you only get one. Now, if you go for the standard version, this is what you get. Groot, couple of different faceplates, some closed fists, the drawing that he does towards the end of the series, if we want to call it that. There are a bunch of shorts. You also get the cucumbers for his eyes for Spa Day, and then a bunch of different attachments to replicate his leaves. Now, that does mean that when you pop them on, his joints are going to kind of be fixed in position. Is that something I'm going to be using? Well, we'll have to wait and see. As for the deluxe set, you get everything from the standard, plus his PJs and his bubble clone. Now, I know this is some kind of alien or creature. It's called Iwua. I-W-U-A is how it's spelled. I probably just butchered that. His name was never actually said in the show, I don't think, but if you know how to pronounce it properly, please let me know down in the comments below. Now, the picture is a really neat touch, but it's pretty much just a piece of paper. There's some glitter to it. I love the googly eyes for Rocket. I hope they're real googly eyes that can move around, and the edges are singed, because of course it started to get burnt, unfortunately, but having Groot hold this up in the collection, oh yes, I can absolutely see myself displaying him holding this, and we'll try it out in the full review. Now, Groot has a decent level of articulation. You can tell that because he's currently sitting down. It looks to be the exact same body as the initial version from Guardians 2, but then again, technically I wouldn't know that because I never owned the original. Maybe I need to go back and pick that one up so I can do a proper comparison. Do let me know if you think that's important down below. This guy does look to be painted slightly better. Now, he does have that wood grain sculpted in, but there are washes in the crevices, there are multiple shades of brown, and you do have that moss effect on the top of his noggin. And that goes for all of the different faceplates. You also have the kind of macho muscle man leaf effect. These are solid pieces that slide onto the figure, so yes, you will be losing articulation, but it's accurate to that particular episode if this is the look you want to go for. Spoiler alert, it's not the one I'm going to go for, but I like the little leafy patch of hair on his chest, a very cheeky touch that I didn't even really notice in the show, but in figure format, it absolutely works. This is probably the look I'm going for. I think it's the cutest of the bunch. He's wearing his teeny tiny little mushroom PJs. Oh yes, it's full fabric. It also covers up all the joints, so it looks a little bit more realistic as compared to when you take them off. You can see all of those joints and hinges. As for the bubble version, it's translucent plastic. It's a little bit foggier than I was expecting. I hope that it gets a little bit cleaner for the final product, slightly more translucent. I do love the shading of the green and the purple and the blue. It looks pearlescent, like a bubble. It also has limited articulation in the arms. Now, technically, you should be posing your Groot to kind of mirror it like it was in the episode, but I don't even know if it's going to make it into my display. Just like this option right here with the headdress and the kind of bulky piece on his body plus the pom-pom pieces on his arms. Once again, accurate to the show, but just not my cup of tea. The sculpt for the leaves is good. They don't look all that realistic, but they weren't anyway. They were CGI in the show. I like the way they're painted. There's multiple different shades. There are some lighter leaves and some darker ones. Overall, happy they included them. You can reference that episode, maybe every now and then. You come into the room and switch it up. You've just watched I Am Groot again, perhaps, and you think, ooh, I like the Macho Man. Oh yes, the moustache, that's what I'm going for. You can totally do that. I wouldn't be surprised if the moustache is magnetic, and the same thing can be said for the cucumbers. Pretty sure they'll just pop on, and away you go. Now I'm going to pose this question just one more time. What do you think of this set? Let me know down below. Is this something you were interested in? Is this on your radar? Was it something that surprised you like it did for me? Because we're still waiting on a bunch of figures from Moon Knight, such as Mr. Knight and maybe a Khonshu. That would be really cool. Still waiting for Clint Barton, aka Hawkeye, from the show called Hawkeye. Not exactly sure what's going on there, but seems Hot Toys are more than happy to show Groot some love, and I know why. It's because they already had the mold for this guy sitting on the shelf, so they thought, ooh, we could simply add some new accessories, pop the PJs in, print a piece of paper with some googly eyes on it, and job done. So that's exactly what they did. Now, I'm still pretty excited to pick this up. I know I sound cynical, but I'm not. I love Groot, and that little PJ set is absolutely what I'm super hyped for my collection, but you'll know me. I always pose the question. I'm just trying to take your temperature and see, hey, is this something that people are genuinely interested in? Or is it more along the lines of a baby Groot-sized miss? Now, if you are looking to grab this in either deluxe or standard flavors, it is available from toyswonderland.com. Link for that is in the description below. They do have installment plans and a points-based reward system. While you're down there, why not hit that subscribe, bell notification icon, and join button if you like the sound of seeing your name in the end credits of my reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.